We begin tonight with a strong message from a well-known name when it comes to racial prejudice, Reverend Al Sharpton. After the recent string of violence in Hartford, Sharpton paid a visit to the capital city, taking part in a rally. News 8's Josh Scheinblum joins us live now with more on that rally and what the Reverend had to say. Josh?
Aaron, 5 people have been killed since the middle of May here in the city of Hartford. That has caused the community to come together and try to figure out how they can begin to cut back on some of this violence and really find what they're calling solutions for peace. So earlier today, they held a march through the city, walking by parts of the town where these killings have taken place. Now, leading the group was the nationally recognized Reverend Al Sharpton, community activist. Now, this is all organized by a group called Movement to Stop the Violence and Cease the Killing. It began over at Mount Moriah Baptist Church, that's over on Barber Street. They walked right down the middle of the street, inviting people to join in on their walk. As they continued, they were chanting slogans, calling for peace, asking people to put down their guns. The message very clear. It ended where we are right now over at Shiloh Baptist Church. There were a lot of speeches that were given by members of local clergy as well as the Reverend Al Sharpton as well. There were some tense moments inside the church. We'll tell you about those in just a moment. But we did talk with Reverend Al Sharpton about all that was happening and why he decided to come out to the city of Hartford.
I think the ready access to guns, I think the breakdown of the structures in our community, and I think that there are those that have given up, and we've got to be just as focused on returning that hope and that self-esteem and that sense of respect for one another. And I think that's why I'm going to continue fighting for police reform, but I'm going to spend a lot of time dealing with street violence.
Now, there was a large portion of the talking that was going on here where Al Sharpton and as well as members of some other clergy and community leaders trying to solicit funds from the crowd. In turn, that received by some a heated response. At one point, what appeared to be another member of the cloth stood up and began yelling at those on stage. Hartford police came in the room, and we are still trying to figure out what exactly happened as he was escorted out. But it did appear like there are some questions, though, tonight as to where the money is going. We asked the Reverend Sharpton some of those questions tonight. He gave us some interesting answers, at one point calling yours truly a provocateur. We will have more on those questions and what he had to say coming up tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock here on News 8. For now, we're live in Hartford. Josh Scheinblum, News 8.